Sorry, but it is true. $49.99. I did get the glass repaired on my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus for $49.99. Unbelievable. Let's back up a little bit in history. I'm not going to make this a long one. Those of you who ever dropped your cell phone and had the glass shatter or crack, and it's a very painful moment because you know it's going to be expensive unless you have the insurance, and usually with the insurance there's a copay that you have to pay. It ends up being expensive. So what I did was I set my phone aside. This happened to me in Detroit. It fell off the top of a trash can where it was sitting, and it hit the ground like it's done 50 other times, but this time there must have been a rock or a pebble on the ground. It shattered the screen. I was heartbroken, and I started looking around and calling places to get it fixed. $200, $250. Well, the Samsung Galaxy, the S10 Plus, it's a difficult unit to do. It's very hard. It's got some strong adhesive, blah, blah, blah. So I sat it aside, and I ended up getting the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, which I love. But I always had a yearning to get this thing fixed. I could have bought the kit for $149 and tried it myself and probably made a disaster of it. Sometimes you got to know your limits. So I just sat it aside and never thought about it. And then one day when I was on eBay, and just for interest's sake, I went ahead and clicked on cell phone replacement, glass replacement, and I looked at some of them, $150, $190, $250 for the S10 Plus. And lo and behold, I came across one called Techspert, TECHSPERT. It's called Techspert Repair, guaranteed fast turnaround on website orders. And they said for $49.99 we can replace almost any glass on a phone, and some of them are even cheaper than the Galaxy. I'm thinking to myself, really? So I start going through and I think to myself, they got the whole list of iPhones, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, and I go to the Galaxy. I'm thinking to myself, sure, by the time they get up to the S10, it's going to be back up around $200. I click on it, it's $49.99. Well, I thought, what do I got to lose? I purchased it. They told me how to ship the product to them in New York, and I think I paid about $8 or $9 to ship it 3-day priority mail. And then about 3 days later, they're pretty good on turnaround. I got a note from them, a Gmail telling me that they've got the unit. They examined it, and the crack in the glass may have gone down to the liquid crystal display screen. Now, they said even if we fix the glass, you might always have a spot on your phone where it doesn't look quite right. We'll do the best we can, and if we can't if we can't find a piece of a glass, we'll try to find something that will help make it good for you. But we do need your permission to go ahead and attempt to repair. I figured I'm all in at this point. And I gave them, okay, go ahead and do it. Well, I didn't hear anything for a couple days, so just out of curiosity, I texted them back. I said, were you able to repair it? They said, we're shipping it back to you this afternoon. Well, I'll tell you what, I got it, and I can't believe for $49.99, I have new glass on my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I can't believe it. That other places are charging hundreds of dollars to do what's a very difficult phone, I understand, but these guys are able to do it for $49.99. Now the trick is, I think that I read some research somewhere, they do 1,000 repairs a week on cell phones, so they're a really high volume operation. I'm going to leave the link to their website below because I don't want any of you to have phones sitting around there that have cracked glass when it's so cheap to get that replaced, particularly if you have a great phone. And I think I paid about $800 for mine, and it really hurt me to not have it in action. Well, now I got a nice backup phone. or I can go ahead and sell it or switch it off with the, I'm so very happy I can hardly even see straight. If you've got busted glass on your cell phone, don't waste time and money with these local hundreds of dollars and things. Go ship that thing off to Techspert there in New York. Pay the $49.99 and you are going to be happy as can be. One of the greatest value purchases I've ever made in my online life. Check it out if you need it. The link is in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. And thank you, Techspert, for doing such a great job on my phone. Just running absolutely beautifully. Thank you. Thank you, guys.